Equations packet, page 11. Number 1, 1/4 p minus 6 equals negative 8. We undo addition or subtraction first. 6 is being subtracted, and the opposite of subtraction is addition, so we add 6 to both sides. So the negative 6 will cancel. We're left with 1/4 p equals negative 8 plus 6, which is negative 2. P is being multiplied by 1/4. You could divide both sides by 1/4, or you could multiply by the reciprocal, because that will also give you the number 1. The reciprocal of 1/4 is 4/1, so we're going to multiply both sides by 4/1. 4/1 and 1/4 will cancel. We're left with P equals negative 2 times 4/1, which equals negative 8. P equals negative 8. Number 4, 1.1 minus t plus 2.2t equals 5.9. Steps. Number 1, distribute if necessary. Number 2, combine like terms. Number 3, solve. In this example, we do not have to distribute, so we'll move to the next step, which is combine like terms. The like terms here are negative t and positive 2.2t. Remember that the negative t is really negative 1, so we're doing negative 1 plus 2.2, which gives us 1.2t. We bring down all the other parts of the equation, which gives us 1.1 plus 1.2t equals 5.9. Then to solve this, we undo addition subtraction first. So that 1.1 in front is positive. We are going to subtract both sides by 1.1. So the 1.1 cancels. And then we have 1.2t equals 5.9 minus 1.1, which equals 4.8. 1.2 is multiplying t. The opposite of multiplication is division. We divide both sides by 1.2. We're left with t equals 4.8 divided by 1.2, which equals 4. T equals 4. Number 5, 1/3 p plus 6 minus 2/3 p equals 0. We do not have to distribute in this example, so we will go right to combining like terms. The like terms here are 1/3 p and negative 2/3 p. So we'll do 1/3 minus 2/3, which is negative 1/3 p. We bring down everything else in the equation, so we have negative 1/3 p plus 6 equals 0. Then to solve this, we start by undoing addition and subtraction. 6 is being added. The opposite will be to subtract 6 on both sides, so that positive 6 cancels. We're left with negative 1/3 p equals 0 minus 6, which equals negative 6. P is being multiplied by negative 1/3. We could divide by negative 1/3, or you can multiply by the reciprocal. The reciprocal would be negative 3/1. We just flip the fraction, and we do that to both sides. It will cancel when you multiply negative 3/1 times negative 1/3, you get 1, or 1p. P equals negative 6 times negative 3/1, which equals positive 18. P equals 18. Number 6, negative 1/3, open parentheses, p plus 1, close parentheses, equals 1/6. This one can be solved using two different methods, the distributing method or the dividing method. First, I'll show you the distributing method, and then I'll show you the dividing method. For the distributing method, we start by distributing that negative 1/3 to the p and the 1. Negative 1/3 times p is negative 1/3 p. Negative 1/3 times 1 is negative 1/3. And then we bring down that equals 1/6. There are no like terms to combine, so we'll go right into solving this. We start by undoing addition and subtraction, so instead of subtracting 1/3, we will add 1/3 on both sides. So the negative 1/3 cancels. We bring down that negative 1/3 p, and we set that equal to 1/6 plus 1/3, which equals 1/2. P is being multiplied by negative 1/3. We could divide by negative 1/3, or we could multiply by the reciprocal. The reciprocal is negative 3/1, because when you multiply by the reciprocal, you get an answer of 1, where p is by itself. P equals 1/2 times negative 3/1, which equals negative 3/2. As a mixed number, this would be equal to negative 1/2. P equals negative 1/2. Now I'm going to show you how to solve number 6 using the dividing method. For number 6, we have negative 1/3, open parentheses, p plus 1, close parentheses, equals 1/6. That p plus 1 is being multiplied by negative 1/3. Rather than distributing, you could just divide both sides by negative 1/3. So the negative 1/3 will cancel. Then we're left with p plus 1 equals 1 over 6 divided by negative 1/3, which equals negative 1/2. From here, you would subtract 1 on both sides to get p by itself. And then p equals negative 1/2 minus 1 equals negative 1.5. P equals negative 1.5. Number 7, 34 equals negative 0.4, open parentheses, p plus 22, close parentheses. Step 1, we have to distribute. Negative 0.4 times p equals negative 0.4p. Negative 0.4 times 22 equals negative 8.8. We have 34 equals negative 0.4p minus 8.8. We undo addition and subtraction first. Instead of subtracting 8.8, we will add 8.8 to both sides, so it will cancel on the right. Then we have 34 plus 8.8, which is 42.8, equals negative 0.4p. P is being multiplied by negative 0.4, so we will divide both sides by negative 0.4, so it'll cancel on the right. 42.8 divided by negative 0.4 equals negative 107. Negative 107 equals p. Number 9, 3.5, open parentheses, c minus 8, close parentheses, plus c equals 12.5. Step 1 is to distribute. We'll distribute 3.5 to the c and the negative 8. 3.5 times c is 3.5c. 3.5 times negative 8 is negative 28. Then we bring down the plus c and the equals 12.5. Step 2 is combine like terms. The like terms are 3.5c and positive c. Remember that positive c or plus c is really plus 1c. 3.5 plus 1 is 4.5, so 4.5c minus 28 equals 12.5. To solve this, we will start by undoing addition and subtraction. Rather than subtracting 28, we'll add 28 on both sides, so it will cancel on the left. We're left with 4.5c equals 12.5 plus 28, which is 40.5. C is being multiplied by 4.5, so we will divide both sides by 4.5. We'll cancel on the left. C equals 40.5 divided by 4.5, which equals 9. C equals 9.